Well, I have a very happy job here this evening. It is my great honor and my great pleasure to announce that Netroots Nation is coming to Rhode Island, the Ocean State, in 2012. Woo! Oh, I hope the cameras are getting all this applause because it feels good up here. Providence is a beautiful city. It is as blue as the waters of Narragansett Bay. You progressives will feel right at home. And for those of you who like caribou coffee here in Minnesota, I think you'll love Dunkin' Donuts in Rhode Island. We know Providence will love having you there. And Providence, artsy, resilient, ethnically diverse Providence, filled with great universities, amazing restaurants, and unique history, may just steal your heart away too. Now, many of you may not know that the organizers of Netroots Nation were considering holding this year's meeting in Rhode Island. But at the time they were making the decision, hotel workers at the Westin in Providence were locked in a contract dispute. Workers had been fired, and unilateral terms, including a pay cut, imposed. Your decision supported the hotel workers' call for a boycott. The boycott succeeded at bringing a resolution. The resolution, after nearly a year of fighting, was a happy ending. Those workers were able to ratify a new contract that erased the pay cut and brought some of those who were laid off back to work immediately. And we will meet some of them when we gather in Providence in 2012. Now, I mention that story because it's the story of workers across the country. The Republican Party, with the help of its corporate allies, is pursuing an agenda openly and relentlessly hostile to working Americans. Whether it's Republican governors across the country balancing their states' budgets on the backs of the middle class, and using budget crises as excuses to take away basic rights from workers, or it's a Republican House of Representatives threatening Social Security and Medicare, cornerstones of security for the American middle class, or it's Republicans protecting powerful corporations from paying their fair share to support this country, in some cases paying nothing at all while corporate influence over our judicial system continues to grow. As I said on a panel this morning, our Supreme Court is making it harder and harder for ordinary working people to challenge corporate actions in court. Winston Churchill once noted that great quarrels arise from small occasions, but seldom from small causes. A budget fight in one state or a labor dispute in Providence may seem to those far away a small occasion, but they are part of a great cause that unites us here today, the cause of rescuing our American middle-class life from a recession that threatens its existence and an alliance of Republicans and corporate interests that seek to destroy its very foundations. Affordable health care, good public schools, a clean and healthy environment, the security of a dignified retirement. These are the foundations of prosperity for those who work hard and play by the rules. And just as our community came together to fight for workers in Wisconsin, let us come together to fight with the same vigor for those values across the country. Let that be our great quarrel, to save the America we know from a radical experiment in economic division. And let it be one we win. And let us celebrate our victories, America's victories, when we meet again next year in Providence. Thank you very, very much.